So again, we have already done the odd problem, so there is a separate video for the odd problems. So this is for the even problems only, which you should have already tried on your own. So we've done number one. So now we're looking at number two. So it says number two, Miss Collins is having a classroom party with pizzas. She has 25 students and wants each student to be able to have 2 pieces of pizza. A pizza is cut into 8 slices. How many pizzas should she buy? What should be my first step in this problem?
To do, since you have 25 students that will go, you multiply it by the 2 slices of pizza that each gets.
Good, so let's figure out how many total pieces, how many total slices that Miss Collins needs to have. So 25 students, 2 pieces each would give you 50. She needs 50 total slices. Now the next piece of information was that there are 8 slices in one pizza. So now what? Now what do I do?
You divide it.
Don't you divide it?
Or no, I did 8 times now because I made an education.
Okay. All right, so you kind of played with around with numbers until you found that. But what we did on problem number 1, which was probably an easier way to get to your answer, was we took the total amount of slices and we divided it by how many slices were in one pizza, which was 8. So 50 divided by 8 gives you 6.25. So technically, she needs 6.25 pizzas, but she can't call Papa John's and say she wants 6.25 pizzas. Should she order 6 or should she order 7? 7. You have to round up to the next whole pizza because if she rounds down to 6, that would not be enough. And there would be students that wouldn't get their pizza and they would be sad.
They'll be mad.
So 7 pizzas should be your answer. Okay, question number 4 is about buying candy by the pound. It says that you're buying some Sour Patch Kids and you fill up a bag of Sour Patch Kids that weigh 2 1/4 pounds and cost $12.51 total. How much is just 1 pound of Sour Patch Kids? So again, 2 1/4 pounds cost $12.51. So what we're going to do here is we are going to take that $12.51 and divide it by the 2 1/4. But since you are allowed to use calculators, let's make this 2 1/4 easier to work with. How can I rewrite 2 1/4?
2.25.
2.25, good. So again, I'm going to take the price, the total price, and I'm going to divide it by the total pounds, which was 2.25. And that is going to give me the price for 1 pound, which is
4.
No. Anybody get the answer to number 4?
$5.56.
Very good. $5.56.
I did get that, and I was so confused because I was like, I kept thinking that 2 1/4 was the end game price. So I was really confused.
So that's why sometimes labeling your things, labeling 2 1/4 with the pounds can help you stay a little bit more clear and focused on what the numbers are representing, okay? That's one of the reasons I always label things on mine. Okay, number 6 says there are some cookies in a box. 3 are peanut butter, 2 chocolate chip, 5 sugar, 2 coconut, and the 6 remaining are oatmeal raisin. What fraction of the box was oatmeal raisin? So when we are writing a fraction, one of the most important numbers we have is the denominator. And the denominator is going to tell you the total amount. And in this place, it's going to be the total cookies. How can I figure out how many total cookies we have in this box?
3 plus 2 plus 5 plus 2 plus 6.
Good, we're going to add up the different types of cookies. So 3 plus 2 plus 5 plus 2 plus 6. So how many is that?
18.
18, very good. Remember, you get to use a calculator, so no one should be making any errors on that. So 18 total cookies. The numerator is gonna tell you what specific type of cookie we're talking about, and it says what fraction of the box was oatmeal raisin. So this would be the number of oatmeal raisin. I'm gonna abbreviate that. And how many were oatmeal raisin?
6.
6. So 6 over 18. But you're not finished yet, because what do you need to do to 6 over 18?
Simplify.
Simplify it. 6 and 18 can both be divided by 6 is the best answer here. That would be the quickest way to simplify. So your answer, final answer, should be 1/3. 1/3 of the cookies were oatmeal raisin. Any questions? Okay. Question 8 is the most time-consuming question that you have on this paper. It is really similar to question 7, so hopefully you were able to look at it and to get help. So it says Sue, Kendra, and Cora invested a total of $24,500 in the stock market. After 1 year, they earned a profit equal to 1/5 of their investment. So let's stop right there and figure out what is that profit then. So again, it tells me that the profit is 1/5 of their investment, which is $24,500. How do I go about finding 1/5 of that?
Divide 24,500 by 5.
Very good. We're gonna take this initial investment and we're gonna divide it by 5, since that is our denominator. And when you divide by 5, you should have gotten $4,900. And again, this is your profit. So these 3 people are gonna split up that $4,900. The next part of our problem tells us how we're splitting it up. It says that Sue is getting 1/7 of the profit, and again, the profit is $4,900. How would I find 1/7 of 4,900?
You divide 4,900 by 7.
Good, 4,900 divided by 7 should have given you $700 for Sue. So next to Sue, I'm putting 700. Next person is Kendra. Now Kendra, some people got a little confused on Kendra's because her fraction is 2/5 of the profit. And finding 2/5 kind of messed some people up, okay? You have to do this in 2 steps because in 2/5 you don't have a numerator of 1. Now the first thing that we want to do is we want to divide by 5, just like we have on the other problems where we divide by the denominator. But then that would give you the answer to 1/5. So since we want 2/5, secondly we need to divide or multiply by 2, okay? So again, if we do 4,900 divided by 5, that gives us 980. So 980 would be 1/5. And we have 2/5, or Kendra has 2/5. So I'm gonna do 980 times 2 to get my answer for Kendra, which should be 1,960. Oops. Okay, so that one was a little tricky. Please make sure you write it down, how you would find 2/5. First divide it, break it into 5 equal pieces, and we want 2 of those pieces. All right, lastly, Cora gets the remaining amount. So we need to figure out, well, how much have we already given to Sue and Kendra? So Sue got 700, Kendra got 1,960. So I'm gonna add these 2 numbers together, 700 plus 1,960. And that means that, actually I didn't do it on my paper like this. That's 2,660, I believe. that they had together. So I need to subtract that from the 4,900 to figure out how much is left. And you should have gotten $2,240. Any questions on this problem? There's a lot of work here.
Guys, I make sure that you're copying it down, just like Mrs. Barnes is, and showing, and keeping it organized. That way you can kind of check things off and make sure that you're doing everything that it's actually asking you to do.
And also remember that this is posted on Google Classroom. This video will be posted on Google Classroom. So you have it there for you if for some reason you didn't get things written down. All right, lastly, we are on question 10. Question 10 says, you want to download some movies, but you only have a limited amount of time. Each movie takes 1 2/5 hours to download, and you are able to download movies for 8 1/4 hours. How many movies were you able to completely download? And you're going to show your work. So once again, one movie is 1 2/5 hours. That's one movie. And we have 8 1/4 hours of total time that we can download. So we're going to see how many of these go into that. That would be division. Taking our 8 1/4 hours and dividing it by the 1 2/5. Now we have done this type of problem where we've left it in fraction form, so you can absolutely leave it in fraction form if that makes you happy. However, you can also write it in decimal form and then use your calculator, which I think is probably going to be the easier method for most people. What would 8 1/4 be as a decimal? 8.25 is 0.25. And what would 1 2/5 be? 1.4. Very good. We spent time on the DMR turning fractions into decimal form. So again, that was kind of helping us prepare for this. You could have also done the top number divided by the bottom number, since you're allowed to use a calculator. 1 divided by 4 is 0.25. 2 divided by 5 is 0.4. So your calculator will tell you what that is as well. Okay, now that we have this in decimal form, we can just divide 8.25 divided by 1.4 gives you 5.89, etc. Doesn't really matter. We want to know how many complete movies. So should I round up or should I round down? Down. 5 complete movies. This would only be part of a movie, okay? So there's only 5 complete movies. And that's what this is asking. How many movies were completely downloaded? So it really doesn't matter. This could be 5.9999999999999, and we'd still round down to 5 because we want complete movies. So the other one would have been almost complete, but not quite. So you have to really think carefully, read carefully. Like that first problem about the pizzas, we had to round up because we needed to have enough slices. And this one we had to round down. Okay, so you have to think about the situation itself. All right.
Alrighty.